Hi, hello, it's Nikki, and welcome to my messy bookshelf. Today, I just wanted to share my thoughts so far in The Count of Monte Cristo. And I thought I would share my thoughts as I go through this massive, massive book. And today we have chapters 1 through 30. So, I don't know if you can hear that, but that is one of my dogs yelping in their sleep. But yeah, I just finished chapter 3, and I have a lot of feelings already. Chapter 1, I met our main character, Edmond Dantes, and right from the very beginning, he seemed like a very honorable, likable young man. You know, and you could tell that from the way that he is wanting to go check in with his elderly, ailing father. And right from chapter 1, I knew who the villain was going to be. But to my surprise, reading chapters 2 and 3, it appears that we have 3 villains. And we have, what's his name? Danglars, who was like they call him a supercargo, but he is, I guess, the equivalent nowadays on like a ship would be like a supply officer or some sort of similar treasurer type of role. I could see he is very jealous. He's been stuck for months with this guy out at sea, and by the way, I was very, very thrilled to be back at a dockside with the hustle and bustle of a voyage. You know I love that stuff. But yeah, I could see that. But then we meet the neighbor, who I have no idea why he is so jealous. I have no idea how to say his name. Caderus? I'll have to look it up, but why? Why? So yeah, we have met who I believe are going to be the 3 villains. We have met the jealous co-worker from the ship. We have met a jealous neighbor who was very awful to Dantes's father while Dantes was away at sea, which is awful. You know, when you go out to sea, you are hoping that your family back home is being cared for and is doing well. So I understand Dantes's surprise and chagrin when he got home and saw that this guy had swindled his father, essentially, or taken advantage of him. And then we have the jealous lover, which I can understand. I just really don't understand the neighbor. I don't. But yeah, so far the characters are already making me feel some type of way. So I already am very fond of Edmund, just his treatment of his father and the way that his sailors respect him, and his love for his hopefully soon bride-to-be. So yeah, those are my thoughts so far. It's only 3 chapters in. This book has a couple hundred chapters, so yeah. I know that these 3 are at least 3 of the villains. If there are more, there may be, but the next chapter is called The Plot, so I imagine that these 3 are plotting something. So yeah, we'll get to there soon. But yeah, insane to me. I should have checked in before now, but I have not been able to put this book down. I have just finished chapter 30, and I wanted to break it up into smaller chunks, but like I said, I have not been able to put this book down. The only reason that I have put this book down is because I have to read other books that I am also working on, and because, you know, I have a family that has to eat sometimes, so, you know, totally inconvenient, but here we are. I am blown away by how just in the first 30 chapters, which were basically only a quarter of the way through the book, so much has happened. So much has happened. And I was wrong in my first thoughts from chapters 1 to 3, because I thought Caderus was going to be one of the villains, and it turns out he's just a very weak-minded, selfish, self-serving individual who kind of sort of has a little bit of a conscience as well. So I guess I was happy to find out that he wasn't one of the villains, but didn't change anything, did it? So a lot has happened since I last checked in. Dantes was in prison for many years, 14 years, and we see him as he goes down into the depths of despair. He is alone, he is in a dungeon, he is wanting to end his own life, and then he meets his neighbor through a tunnel in the dungeon, and we meet who has so far been described as the crazy Abbe, and this man named Faria, who I am sure you all know, because if you're watching this, you probably have read the book. The friendship and the love that grows up between him and Dantes, it literally warmed my heart. I loved their relationship. It almost made me cry. Like, my eyes were tearing up. Seeing how they loved each other, beautiful friendship. And it made me so happy that Dantes had that during his time in there. And the gift that Faria ends up giving him, that is going to play such a big part in the rest of the book. So from there, Dantes finally is able to make his escape after Faria is sadly taken ill and dies. The parts where Dantes is making his escape from the prison, I was on the edge of my seat. I was literally on the edge of my seat, wondering, is he going to escape? Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? And happily, yes, he does. I was thrilled to be back on the open sea and have adventures on the sea with Dantes and his group of smugglers. So in this short time, we have met prisoners, we have met villains, we have met family, we have met smugglers. I mean, you name it. It is insane to me how many people that we have met, and the way that Dumas has been able to flesh out all of these characters. I have feelings about all of these characters. So Dantes has escaped. He has finally made it to the island of Monte Carlo. Another time where I was on the edge of my seat wondering, is he going to find this treasure? And my joy when he does find this treasure. The anger that I felt when he finally is able to start going back and contacting his old acquaintances from before prison, and the story that Catarus tells is just heartbreaking. Poor Dantes' dad broke my heart. I really love how the order in which he is going back to contact these people. Chapters 29 and 30, where we go back to meet our old friend, the shipwright, or the ship owner, Morel, that's his name, Morel, broke my heart in chapter 29 to see how such a good man had fallen so low. And then in chapter 30, I was basically almost weeping with joy. So this book has made me angry cry, happy cry, you name it. So that thrilled me. And so much has happened in this short amount of reading that I have done. So I can't imagine how it's going to continue. And I love that he went to go see those people first. And I am so looking forward to seeing how his vengeance plays out. So blown away. I am blown away so far. There has not been a moment where I have not wanted to turn the page and keep going. In fact, last night I stayed up about 2 hours past my bedtime. So yeah, can't put it down, but I have to put it down and like adult sometimes. So I think I'm going to make it through this book definitely in the month of March. I thought it would take me maybe till April to read this, but I think I'm going to finish this month because I don't want to stop. So I would love to hear what all of y'all's thoughts are on this, because I know that if you're here, you probably have already read the book because I am giving spoilers. So fantastic so far. Absolutely fantastic. So I cannot wait to see how everything else is going to play out. But I thank you if you made it through my rambling here. I will try to have more cohesive thoughts and check in more often through the chapters in the next subsequent chapters. But yeah, thank you so much if you stuck around, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.